Hello everybody, this is Lost in Door Kids. Welcome to my channel. My name is Alisa. Let's talk about what I'm going to be doing in this episode. Last time you saw me, I was elaborating on the possibilities of making a jumpsuit with a free pattern for So Frugal 23 challenge. So I did make my choice since then, I have to say, and my choice is a forest jumpsuit from the Mood Society website. So that's what I'm going for. The fabric is going to be the stretch denim from 1 Pound Fabrics. And yes, after looking at the pattern technical drawing and also the photos, I've decided to make a couple of alterations. So I will be making a test garment, and I'm going to try to incorporate my adjustments into it so that when I cut into my good fabric, it comes out just the way I want it, and I won't have to worry about it. So what I've done is I've put together the pattern. I've glued it together, and the rest is in the envelope. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to trace my size. So I've decided to make the legs more full at the top, because they kind of follow the leg line and go like narrow at the knee and then kind of like narrow along the whole leg. I want to add a tiny bit of volume at the hips, and then taper it towards the bottom. So it's almost like the girlfriend, the mum cut, but mum cut is like too full. Yeah, so just add a little bit of volume at the hips and the top part of legs. So that's one. And also I've decided to, as much as I wanted to make them those vintage looking cute little pockets at the top, because when I looked at the picture close-ups, they were sitting really awkwardly, like in the middle of a breast. So like they wouldn't cover, so the bottom of them came up to here, yeah, so I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And then also I'm going to omit the collar, because to me it looked a bit weirdly positioned, like the button was like a 1 inch off away from the top, so there was like always that little bit of corner at the top kind of coming away. I don't know, yeah, I wasn't sure about that bit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do a round neckline. I'm gonna move that button up maybe, or maybe even leave it open. At the top I'm going to omit the pockets, and I'm going to add a little bit of volume to the top of the trousers. Right now I'm going to have to go and measure myself in inches because I just looked on the website and I only know my measurement in centimeters, so I can't even figure out which size I should be going for. And also they don't give you like the ease allowance, so every pattern has your measurements, and then plus the ease allowance, which indicates how loose fitting or close fitting or semi fitting the garment is. So that would really help me to decide which size I should go for, depending on what fit I'm kind of trying to achieve. And they didn't indicate that on the site, so I'm just gonna chance it, which is good because I'm going with a test garment first anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, and yeah, and I'm going to obviously talk you through the progress of that. The second thing I'm going to be concentrating on is Vikisews has issued their newest collection, and in that collection there's a Hazel dress. And I was waiting for that dress to come out, and the moment it did, I sent it to pattern to paper. So I use pattern to paper to print my one size garments, because if they come one size, you just cut them out and you use them. There's no need to trace, there's no need to save the other sizes just in case, you know. So I've printed that out, and I'm going to make it out of this fabric. This fabric, I believe, came from the textile center, I want to say, because I have had it for quite a long while. And it's like, I'd like to think there's cotton in it. I'd like to think there's something natural in it, because it feels really, really quite nice. Hold on. So it looks like this. And it stretches really quite well. And it has, it's like quite a nice thick knit fabric. I could probably like burn a little piece of it to see how it burns, but to be honest, I'm gonna use it anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. With this fabric, I think I have about 3 meters 20 centimeters, and for the dress, I think for my height and size, I need about 260 or something like that. Now, if that works out, I might make another pattern if I have enough offcuts and enough fabric left. Yeah, so it's Vikisews Miley. It's also the latest collection they've had, and it requires very little fabric. It's like a long sleeve body with poppers at the bottom, and it has like a cut out, like a shape at the neck, which is obviously very much in vogue at the moment. So and I really don't like having fabric offcuts that you can't use, you know, the awkward links, like 50 centimeters, 60. So hopefully with this one, there's just going to be enough to make another garment out of it, you know, and that will look like a designer collection, you know, like same fabric. Or you know, I'd like to think that anyway. So okay, so I'm going to go and start on those projects, and I will see you for an update in about a second for you. It's slightly longer for me, but you know, stay tuned. So I took an old bed sheet and I cut out the size 16 of the forest jumpsuit. It's all here. I'll try and put it together today with temporary stitching, just to see what the fit is like and the lengths and all of that, and then make my decisions from there. And I also use that fabric, and I also cut out the dress. I'm not making a tester for this dress because I just know, I know that Vikisews patterns, they just fit me perfectly anyway. So this dress hopefully will be made and finished today, and hopefully I can show you the end result. But I'm like super looking forward to it. It's very simple construction, there's nothing complicated in this one, so I should probably put it together in, I'm gonna say like hour and a half probably max. But let's see what happens. Okay, so to give you a little update, I have put together the sleeves, overlocked the edges, and then done the bottoms of the sleeve as well. So this is the right side, this is the wrong side. Now, this is the right side of the sleeve. This fabric is lush. This is the, what's it called? The collar, you know, the off-shoulder collar detail. It's like a folded in half kind of thing. When I folded it, I made sure that one seam allowance faces one way and the other seam allowance faces the other way, so that when you put them together, they're not overlapping, so it's more flat. And this is the actual dress, the main body of a dress. I'll be putting it all together in a minute, but just to show you, this is the hem. Yeah, this is the hem. So I pretty much put together all the separate pieces, and I'm gonna, like a constructor, just like put it together now. I think I'm gonna do the hem of a dress and hems of a sleeve first, and then stitch together the rest of the dress. Wish me luck! Alright, so just to try it on, this dress is something super special, I think. I think this is the dress you get proposed to in. Just saying. But yeah, it's gorgeous. I'm just gonna do a close-up in a minute of all the seams and stuff, but just wanted to show you the fit. Just gorgeous. Just to show you quickly, so I finished the sleeves with a stretch stitch on my sewing machine. It's been overlocked, the edge, and then folded over. This is where the sleeve attaches, and then at the top, because this part goes over, this is the wrong side seam, and this is the back with the where you joined it, and then again the hem has been done with the same seam overlocker and the stretch seam. It's really good. The fabric is super nice. Wish I could find like more colors of this fabric. It's really good. So yeah, there you go. A quick preview. I think I'll be making a video with all my makes at some point soon, so I'm gonna include this one. Meanwhile, it took me about, I don't know, hour and a half to put it together, and that was me like being super nerdy and based and everything. But I think it can probably come together in an hour or so. So I think today's episode is coming to an end. Somehow it just so happened that I didn't quite got to making the jumpsuit, so it's just laying in the bed there waiting for me to get back to it. I'm going to Portsmouth for a long weekend. Are any of you in Portsmouth? And I'm just curious, are there any fabric shops? Not that I'll probably have the time to look, but let me know. Thank you for watching the episode. Stay with me. If you haven't subscribed, do so. Press the like button, leave me a comment. I love comments. I always respond. So I'm gonna love you and leave you now. Meanwhile, stay pretty and make something super cool. I'll speak to you later in my next episode. Love you all, bye.